play in this game?
What was yesterday? Sunday. Yeah.
Can you just take us through what it took to get you back as quickly as it did?
Just right after the injury, I think the main thing is just trying to keep it from being stiff, because that's the usual outcome of when you hyperextend your knee. Like, you don't want to move it. And like I said, I think I got the best physical therapist in the world with David Hines. So just trusting him and working through all the pain that I felt throughout the first 2 days, 3 days, and just getting in the pool, running on it, band work, and just a lot of resistance. So, yeah, he got me right.
How did you feel during the game? What parts of your game, if at all, feel limited? And I think you got to 25 minutes. How quickly do you feel like you can up that?
I felt great. Yeah, I don't think I'm limited at all. And it's whatever coach needs from me.
And what was that frantic finish like? And it seemed like after the game you were a little upset with yourself with the rebounding. Just
Yeah.
what was it like the last couple of minutes of that one without a timeout being called?
Yeah, just game plan mistakes. For me, mental mistakes. We had timeouts. I should have used one. Like, I'm not really that good at taking the ball out of bounds, as I know. And I had two mixed box outs with a minute left on number 30. Champagne. I don't know. But, yeah, I had two missed box outs on him. So, yeah, just game plan mistakes that won't happen again.
How is your other knee doing?
It's great.
After? Yeah.
It's doing great, yep.
Or you've talked before about how Wemby helps bring out the best in you. So, number one, wondering if playing him in the Spurs had anything to do with you making sure you'd be back for tonight's opener. And number two, once you're on the court and you're going against him, again, another outstanding game here against the Spurs to do what you were able to do. Just wondering if, Vic being across the court has anything to do with that.
No, not really. Just, yeah, I don't think me coming back was because of nothing they got going on. It was more so I want to be out there with my brothers. Yeah, just that simple.
And you guys was really physical with Wemby, and Julius felt like he kind of liked that. What does he bring from that mentality of?
I couldn't. The mic went out.
Cut off. What does Julius bring as far as that mentality of being physical and aggressive and getting after
What
the
did
opponent?
Julius bring as far as being physical? No, I'm asking him. I'm gonna let him answer.
Don't bring. Don't do it like.
Want me to answer
Yeah,
this?
you answer.
Oh shit. I mean, he's the strongest player on the floor. He know he can use his physicality against anybody, any one of them, and I feel like he did a good job of that tonight.
Terrence, when you open the game, you're getting downhill. It's different with Wemby there. What is that like? You still attacking, you're still going at him, but you got one of the great shot blockers back there.
He gonna have to block it every time. I ain't gonna stop going downhill. And I told him that when he said a little something after he blocked my second one, but he gonna have to block every time, and I know he ain't gonna block it every single time. I'm gonna dunk on him. So there we go.
And we haven't talked to you since the middle of the last series, and I'm just kind of curious of what you've seen from Jaden, what he was able to do in the last round and kind of lead you guys in your absence, and then what he was able to do tonight. I mean, you've told us for a long time that this is kind of what Jaden's about in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, he's my favorite player in the NBA. And, yeah, what he does on a nightly basis for us, man, is incredible. I love to watch him play. His maturity has grown so much over the last year and a half. The way he see the game, the way he reads the game, how he takes his time to get to his spots. He knows when to be aggressive. And just, yeah, like I said, man, just him learning more about the game, like knowing when to go, when not to go, when you got two on you. Yeah, just, man, he's just my favorite player, man. I love Jaden McDaniels.
And obviously, you've had to watch the last couple games, and then the uncertainty coming in. Awesome atmosphere in here. Obviously, the different colored shirts in the stands, but you were pretty locked in after you made that first jump shot. You were looking over at the Spurs bench. What is it about these playoff environments on the road that kind of sets you off and really motivates you?
I mean, everybody in the arena is against us. Yeah, I think that's the best thing that's the best thing about it. Like you start on the road, everybody got on pink, blue, and whatever other color shirts there is, chanting "Go Spurs, go," and doing all that. And I'm with Minnesota. Like I got Minnesota back at all times, so I'm out there with my brothers, and we're going to war.
You've gone to starting now the last couple of games in the playoffs. Like, how do you kind of handle that increased role and not put too much pressure on yourself and just be you out there?
I don't feel like there's no pressure. I mean, I stay ready. I'm always working, and I feel like my guys and the coaching staff believe in me, so they just go out there and tell me to be myself, and I feel like I do a good job of that.
And you've been in these moments so many times now, like getting deeper into the playoffs. For the Spurs, a lot of these guys, this is their first time. What do you remember about learning like how to deal with the physicality and the intensity of the playoffs, and how do you feel like that feels to you now that you have this experience?
I don't really know how to answer that because like I feel like that question is giving them the answer. Like it's kind of a weird question because if I answer it, it's like they gonna watch it and be like, oh, we need to do this. So I can't really answer that. Yeah.
The arc of Mike Conley's season has been pretty wild. He's really come on in the last 4, 5, 6 games and been vintage Mike the way you see it all along. How much of a lift does that give this team and the stability that he brings when he's on the court?
Mike Conley was an all-star in the NBA. I think people forget about that. Like, at once upon a time, he was one of the best point guards in the league. Like, and I always tell him that, like, Mike, you used to be one of my favorite players. Like, when I used to play 2K, I used to play with you and just run by everybody, shoot floaters and shoot layups all day long. So, yeah, man, Mike is incredible to be doing this at his age. And I think what keeps me engaged so much is just for him to be this old and like have this many years and like his engagement, like the way he's locked into the game plan, locked in on everything, like what tendencies and stuff like that, the game plan. I think that's super important for me to see, like, for him to be, this a vet, like 18 years in and just super locked in.
Speaking of Mike, he said he told you pregame you were his hero for kind of pushing through it tonight. And you mentioned knowing his history. He kind of compared what he did in 2015 when he fractured his face and played through it. Could you feel, the fact that just even played tonight, like lifting the spirit of the team?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know for a fact, just me being out there, it calms everybody down. Not saying like there's any pressure on any of my teammates, but it takes pressure off of everybody just knowing that I'm out there, I'm available to play. And just doing what I do best, just trying to put the ball in the hoop.